was, you know, he's a person who loved the visual, he loved music, he loved the dance. We used to dance all the time together. He introduced me to Di Filippo, to Levi, to so many writers. He, you know, we talked about, when I did Passione, he helped me with it. You know, we talked about Naples 44, the wonderful book. He wanted to make a film of La Galleria, and he wanted Bill Holden. And Bill Holden came to his apartment, and he liked to drink martinis, he told me. And he had like 5 martinis, he told me. And he was drunk, and he said, "Can you guarantee me?" He was going to be the lead. He said to Francesco, that this film will have worldwide distribution. And of course, Francesco, that got his Neapolitan going, you know. He was like, "This guy's asking me," like, and he said to Bill Holden, because I remember exactly as he told me, because, "You know, Bill," he goes, "if I wanted a great actor," he said, I would have asked Laurence Olivier. Not you. And of course, Bill Holden never did the film, but then they became friends. But you know, he was a very stubborn man. We had a big argument. We didn't have a big argument, but when we did the Truce, there was a scene in the train station that they come in and they look at the Germans. In the book, no one acknowledges all the refugees. And I told Francesco, I said, "Listen, this is the point of the scene in the book." I said, they look at him, they look at each other, and they go, and they don't acknowledge it. And Francesco, he said, "Okay, yeah," but he wanted to do a homage to Willy Brandt, who kneeled at Auschwitz, but that was almost 10 years later. And we had a big argument about it. And I said, "You know I'm right." I said, "And you're wrong." I said, "I know you're wrong." I said, "But it's your movie, and we'll do it the way you want to do it." And you know, to this day, whenever I see the Truce, you hear the gasp in the audience. Yes. Of anyone who's Jewish, go, "Oh," they don't like that moment. But it was Francesco saying, "That's what I think you should." And so, but it was such a great disagreement, because I can respect him, you know, for that, even though I still don't agree wherever you are. But I really, really, you know, he changed my life. I mean, he changed my life. He changed my life. He introduced me to so many things, to so many writers, to so many. And he introduced me to the world where I come from. And he and I had this very, you know, he never had a son, and I met him after I lost my father. And we traveled so many places with the Truce, way after the movie was over, to always do it. And whenever it was there, I would take it to a festival, because it was just something that connected us, you know, with Levi, obviously. And, you know, he was someone, you know, people, you are the effect of what other people do to you. And he gave me so much. When he came to Passione, he gave me notes before I was going to do some reshooting. I showed him, you know, he gave me some ideas, and then I showed him at the mix. And I showed him, it was a very terrible print. It was like a milky dupe. And he watched it, and there was about 10 of us, and he got up, and, you know, he was, you know, he really loved it so much, because I would have never, ever done that. I would have never done so many things. But he really changed my life. And I loved him, and I love him very much. Thank you.